Recording in progress, baby. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? Girl, it was meant for me to do this reading on Saturday and not yesterday. So it's all good. I feel like you're really down on yourself. I don't know all the details of what's going on, but um, yeah, I'm gonna need for you to be, making sure that you speak in power, even in the midst of the drama and the struggles. Okay. You've been through a lot, Jenny. I don't even know half the story. I don't even know half the story. But I do know you've been taking care of a baby who has had some, challenges with her health to the point where not just that you're dealing with the baby who has challenges with their health, but have breastfed long term. Don't know if you're still breastfeeding. And then, of course, you mentioned that something is going on with your bonus daughter. And so that's a lot, Jenny. That's a lot. It could make you feel like you're not yourself and feel like, you might be operating from the areas where things are a little bit, maybe you're not operating from your strengths. Let me say it that way. So yeah, just I want you to know, on this side of motherhood, that it's you're gonna look back and just look at how incredible you are. I just really have to say that, you know, you have way more kids than I have or whatever. Um, but I think that it doesn't really matter. I think that on this side of just my two and being out of being a mom full time, only for a short period of time, because Kamal just went off to college um in August. Um, yeah, Jenny, like give yourself some credit. That's one of the messages that I want to offer to the moms out there is that um, we're very hard on ourselves. We oftentimes are navigating motherhood, even those of us with a partner, that it's just different. It's not meant for women to be alone like they are. And that was one of the things I remember saying yesterday. Like, I don't really know if your mom is around or what's going on. It seems like you said your mom helped you out quite a bit when you were in Clarksville. And so I definitely think one of the best remedies for you right now is getting some support from another woman. It doesn't even matter how connected and, all in your husband is. Women need women supporting them. That's just how it is. I love how you went into the group and asked for support. I think you should do that more. And, it's time out for us feeling like people are just complaining. No, moms are busy and, you are supporting your family. Like you have a lot going on or helping to support. I don't know all the financial stuff or whatever, but anywho, um, Jenny, really give yourself more credit. I want you to take time every day to write down maybe 3 things that you want to give yourself an atta girl for. Okay. I want you to take that time every day and write it down though. And it could be in phrases. It doesn't have to be sentences. I want you to stop and look at what you have accomplished each day, no matter how much of a fail that day feels, no matter how much you feel like you coming from behind. I want you to stop and give yourself credit for 3 things that you've done well that day. Now, I don't want to hear anything about, I don't know. I just want it to be about you. Let me put it that way. Because we can be grateful for our children. We can be grateful for all the good things in our family and different things going on. But I really do think that it's important for moms to take time to give themselves atta girls. Okay. So what we largely are talking about in this reading is your moon. Your moon is really what we call, and I'm using this word really for emphasis because there's always a remedy. Okay. But your moon is what I would call an afflicted moon. And the good news about this is it doesn't reflect, it doesn't mean that you're a failure. I think that that's one of the greatest, lessons I've gotten from astrology is, um, man, it's some certain things in my chart that it's like, okay, now that I see it's there, it explains so much about why I do what I do. And so now what I have to do is learn how to manage it. That's what I think is important for you. So let me stand up, get on my, okay. Now, first and foremost, I just want to give you a little bit of background on your moon. First of all, your moon is in Scorpio, which the moon in Scorpio is not is not a good, it's not a gentle placement. First and foremost, the moon, it has to do with family and it has to do with emotions. It has to do with a mother, you as a mom, place of living, our day-to-day routines. It's an indicator of how we our health and well-being and our day-to-day routines. And this moon, I can tell you right here, right now, this moon, it tells so much. Okay. So for you to have a moon in Scorpio, Scorpio is about highs and lows. Okay. It's about radical transformation. This is an Oya energy. Okay. So, you have a moon, which is this gentle planet in this sign, which is a water sign. It's part of what makes you uber psychic, right? And so it's in this water sign, but uh yeah, this is a water sign that makes us, who, for those of us who are scorpionic, we will have a propensity for trauma, for drama, for radical highs and lows. Okay. Now, another thing that's going on with your moon is you have Uranus right next to your moon. So Uranus by your moon, that's automatically creating a situation for somebody where it's just like sometimes you might make changes and you don't think too much on it. You just go for it. You just, what my children have taught me is they say, I'm just going to send it, mama, just send it, which means you just do it. Maybe you don't think a whole lot about it, but Uranus just creates dramatic changes. You'll be planning for A and then all of a sudden B happens, and it just creates a lot of disruption. Uranus can disrupt everything. Okay. And so that might make you, because this moon is, first of all, this moon is who you are. Like, you're a Cancerian and everything. So what goes on with your moon, it's what's going on with you. It can make you be somebody who is either you're just experiencing a lot of disruption, or you are somebody who is a disruptor. um, so, we already have like this energy of drama and sudden changes and rebelliousness. That's another thing with Uranus. So then when we start looking at what's going on over here at in Aquarius, this is your sun sign. Your sun is in the 8th house. The 8th house is scorpionic. It's a house that has to do with trauma and drama. It's like imprinted on you. Like, seriously, if you were to initiate an E5, I would be like, she is, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now maybe Yemanja too. Okay, now this might be like a little bit of fight for Jenny, but you would be either Oya mixed with Yemanja or Yemanja mixed with Oya. But let me tell you, you are Oya-esque. Okay. So your son is there in the 8th house. And I don't know if you can hear my son is taking a shower. So hold on one second. Okay, so yes, the sun is in the 8th house, which is very similar to Scorpio. Scorpio, 8th house, dramatic highs and lows, trauma, stress, drama. You also have Mars here. I also have Mars and Mercury. That's a lot of planets in one house, and your South Node is there. And I tell you what, one of the things that you're being called to do is to move to a place. So there's something from either a past life, something from the past that um maybe this is something like from another lifetime. I can honestly see why I didn't do this yesterday because I didn't even talk about that yesterday. But there's something from a past lifetime, perhaps, maybe even from your childhood. Now, one of the things that I did say yesterday is I actually wonder if something happened right before you were born, or maybe while you're in the womb that imprinted something on you that has to do with trauma and drama. And, maybe you got a message that this is what life is about. And that's just what, that's what you came in thinking. And so you're creating a reality of that. So one of the things that's important for you is actually self-care. And it's like self-care, like your life depended on it. So like I cannot even overstate the importance of you going out of your way for self-care. I would love to know, like, what are you doing to take care of yourself? See, how do we begin to shift this energy and not have it just come through, operate, into our lives any old kind of way is we do what is here. And so part of what's here for you is self-care. Take care of yourself. Another thing is I said yesterday, astrology. I think you don't have to be an astrologer, but I think that putting on astrology, just listening to it, even if it's just in the background, you're not full on listening to it, definitely keeping it on and in your ear and playing. And maybe, learning a little bit more about it at the very least, using it in your own life, even if it's just through, like getting these kinds of readings, like getting readings. This is important for you, doing your own readings. But astrology is something that I'm telling you because astrology rules it rules Scorpio, or Scorpio. It's a part of Scorpio. Scorpio, is one of the signs that is an indicator for that, along with Aquarius. The eighth house is where astrology, one of the houses that astrology is birthed out of, divination. Maybe even also, Jenny, I don't really know what you do with your priestesshood. Even if it's not like everyone's gonna do it differently. Like, I always saw your priestess work is this mom work that you do, even though I know you said you wanted to change. From doing lactation consulting, if I remember correctly. But it's like, maybe going back and revisiting some of the modules if you still have them. I have the ones that we're using for SAI. If you need them, I will go find them and send them to you. That's what I can, because I do have the old modules. So I can send them to you. Um, yeah, being a part of the inner circle, that's indicated here in your chart, being a part of spiritual communities, that helps to kind of like anchor the energy. And so, you do watch the replays and stuff like that. So make sure you do that. And anything you can show up and just watch it, because the way astrology works is the energy is going to come through. You just want to kind of dictate how it's going to do it consciously instead of it just running amok. But it does make for you being somebody who may feel like, man, I just have a lot of stress and trauma and drama that just sort of follows me. But these are the ways you can begin to remedy that: self-care, spirituality, divination, astrology. Now, bless you, your moon is like negatively aspected by this Mars. Like that's rough. Um, And so that could be some of what you are experiencing, and what has you frustrated and feeling some kind of way. Because that's like the Mars is what is called a malefic planet. And it honestly, it it's like sending a poke to your moon is how it feels. And man, I can see why you have so many kids, to be honest with you. That's actually one of the ways to channel this energy for you. But it'll feel very frustrating uh, to a certain degree. And again, I really do think it's important for you to make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. Something else would be, what are you doing for creativity? I think that's really important also. Now, down here in your fourth house, I'm just showing you just like, wow, why you may feel like there's a lot of stress and drama that follows you. So the fourth house has to do with home and family. And in the fourth house, you have Saturn, and it's right there with Jupiter. And so, let me see here. They actually, it's Saturn. Oh, trine. They're trining you, but um, I just have not really seen how Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. I thought it was gonna be good, but it's been hard on the Aquariuses. So, yeah, when Jupiter goes into the ninth house in December, you're going to be so much more happy. You're going to feel so much more optimistic. And so I do think it's important for you to make sure you take time to process and allow yourself to go in a new direction, in the NLP world and hypnotherapy world. We talk about being on one train track is what our subconscious puts us on. It's taking the path of least resistance. And so when you are ready, when Jupiter goes into your ninth house, it's going to shift you to being more optimistic. And so you want to make sure you go with that optimism. Okay. You want to shift yourself onto a new train track. And so you might want to just start getting a game plan together. And I'll be talking about it in the inner circle for how you're going to make sure you benefit from Jupiter being in Pisces. This is going to be beautiful for your ascendant sign, beautiful for your moon sign. It's going to really benefit you quite a bit. And I think it'll be easier on you once Mars, Saturn is just in Aquarius alone, which in ancient astrology, Saturn rules Aquarius. Like you can make some really good progress, but your eighth house has been lit up, which it's a house that brings up all your stuff. And so, it's coming up because Saturn is like, hey, we want to go ahead and sort through all the unresolved stress and trauma and drama. We want to, resolve it so that we can move on. It's not easy having a transit like this in your eighth house, but I can assure you it is highly beneficial because it can help you get so much more healthy and get ready to be rebirthed again. So it's going to be a little bit rough on you until 2020, maybe 2023 is when Saturn is leaving out. You'll be getting other readings. Right now, it's largely transiting your sun and your moon. Let me see here. The sun, yeah, Saturn is at 5 degrees. Oh, it's right there on your sun sign. So it's at 8 degrees. It's going to be on your sun real soon. And so that means that it's been there 2 times already, if I'm correct. And so it does it may make you feel like you still have a lot of work going on, um, but it may change a bit. You may feel like your load lightens a little bit as it moves further down the into the sign. Let me see here. APH. I just want to see how long is it going to hover? Because, oh my God, I have a planet in Taurus and it's like, my God, just know, Jenny, I'm here with you. Yeah. So December is gonna feel potentially like a rough month for you. Maybe you'll feel like you have a lot going on. But I just encourage you to, one of the things that Saturn wants you to do is to get real. It wants you to put more structures in place. That's something I think I need to go back to your fourth house. Let me see here. Because of 15, 17, Jenny. But then it'll be getting by your other planets. Mars. Let's see here. Your Mars is at 23 degrees. So your Mars is the next one that's going to get hit up. This could make you extra driven. It could make you extra driven. Um, it could make you force you to look at what are you being driven by, or what are you driven to do, and to make sure that whatever you're driven to do lines up with what it is that you're supposed to really be doing. Um, and so, yeah, that will be, I think it'll be a little bit of a rough time because I've had that transit happen. And what it's doing essentially, oh, it'll be affecting your moon too. Is Saturn is just like, we're getting ready to come through and everything's going to get decent and in order. That's what Saturn does. And, it's hitting your planets up, and um, it's in this eighth house, which is like very much the inner landscape. There's this feeling that you may just feel like I can't get away from my karma, my destiny. Maybe there's something going on with this bonus daughter from another lifetime. I would definitely be looking at making energetic shifts and changes. Um, I'd like doing things like Ho'oponopono because I don't have to know anything. Just say the prayer. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Um, Maybe you do some tapping, um, energy medicine on yourself. I think a lot of it is you need to shift your energy, and also maybe, send some thoughts or some comments to anyone, maybe this daughter, but anyone who you might feel like there's something other lifetime like that's going on. Um, yeah, and it's gonna square your moon. Let's see here. Your moon is at 23. Oh, 28 degrees. See, that's another thing about your moon. It's in the late degrees of Scorpio. It just makes for things to be challenging. It's not the most fun when the moon is uh uh in Scorpio. Okay, so it's mainly your Mars this year that will be affected by Saturn. Your Mars, your Sun, and your South Node. It's a lot of you looking at your purpose, like why am I really here? I do encourage you to look at what fears need to be released, maybe. And that could be something you may begin to feel like, I am gonna do everything I can to release fears that you may have about success. Um, Also, I really do wonder if it's that you do need to move into doing more spiritual work, like as a career, like what I'm doing. That actually just hit my mind. Maybe I said it yesterday. I don't know. So down here, you have Saturn in your fourth house, and man, um, Saturn in the fourth house is hard. It may be like, if I was looking at your chart, you have Saturn and Pluto in this fourth house. I would think, I wonder if something happened when Jenny was a kid. Now, even if it happened, it may have been like, it didn't like totally knock you out of life and like totally ruin your life, just because there's a supportive energy between the planets in Libra and the planets in Aquarius. But um it doesn't matter. Saturn in the fourth house is hard, and Jupiter is not super happy in Libra. Um, and Saturn is actually exalted. So that actually is good. That actually is really good. But then you have Pluto over here. The fourth house has to do with home and family, emotions. And so it's like maybe there was a lot of good, but then there was something that was just like, it could bring some harshness. It's also a house that has to do with emotions. And so again, I'm just saying all of this to you, and you may know this, from other readings, that part of what might be going on with you, Jenny, is um, that you have some harsh placements and you figured out how to, work through them up until this point. But 40 will make you reckon with anything that it's like, man, I need to really fix this. It'll make you reckon with it. I get excited for everybody, moving into their 40s. That's a blessing. But 40s to me is a time to really reckon with life, to get some stuff straight. Whatever you haven't been doing, 40s is like, oh, you finna do it, or you're not gonna be happy. Okay. Um, so one of the things that I think is important for you. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is then you have Pluto, which is in the fourth house of Libra. Libra is ruled by what? Venus. Your Venus is being squared by Pluto. I'm like, Jenny can't get a freaking break. So the ruler of the fourth house, which is very similar to the moon, is being hit up by the planet of drama and trauma and radical transformation. It's the planet that's, oftentimes the modern day ruler of Scorpio. Like, that's why I was like, Jenny, give yourself some real grace. This is this is not easy, especially for a Cancerian. Okay. Because this is your domain. So don't look at yourself as a failure. You just got to learn how to master your energy. And so this Venus is why I was saying it's important for you to get partnership, to have somebody come in and assist you, hire a housekeeper. Maybe you can't get away from being mom, but you can get some, like, what kind of support can you get for you as mom? Okay. You're getting ready to have Venus return. So this is a really good time for you to, let me see here. It's a really good time for you to write down, what do you want to manifest over the next 15 to 18 months? Venus retrograde or Venus return, and you're going to have your Venus transited 3 times by Venus. This is essentially a date with Oshun. You get to take this time to write down and visualize, what is it that you want to manifest over the next 18 months, 15 to 18 months, maybe 2 years, and visualize it. You want to take control of this narrative in your life, right? You want to think about every area of your life and what do you want to see happen? And you want to do that now. Your Venus return, sorry to be scrolling so fast, but your Venus return is going to be, let's see here, she's going to be at the 23rd degree on December. Oh, whoa, on December the 4th. So that's the same day as the eclipses. That's something, I don't know your bonus daughter's birthday, but I really do think she's being affected by the eclipses. Honestly, I don't know anything about her birthday, but I bet you anything, these eclipses are, whoa, they are not playing. These eclipses have been no joke all year long. But anywho, your Venus return is on eclipse day. So I'm telling you, this energy of Oya, that's another thing I would do if I were you. I would be doing so much ritual work with Oya, but I would also saying with grace and ease, Oya, I need you to come through with grace and ease. Then she's going to be back. You're going to have 2-3 transits to your Venus. So she's going to be back on, look at this, December 31st. She's going to be on your Venus again. You have three. This is rare, very, very rare that somebody gets three Venus returns. So you want to be invoking all of this good energy that she's going to be bringing your way. So the 31st, December 31st, January the 1st. But I say, honestly, now through March, I think it's like the first week in March or something like that. If I were you, I would be working with Oshun and Oya. I would be like writing down everything that you want to manifest, that you vision for your life. Do the ritual work, light candles if you can. I know you got babies in the house. Um, Go out of your way. I think that this could be an exceedingly blessed time for you. You know, now the kicker is your Venus is opposite your ascendant. So it's important for you to be taking good care of your health. That's primary, primary. Okay. But also, this Venus retrograde is going to be sending some pretty good energy to your moon. So, make sure y'all really, maybe you're fixed. I don't know if somebody's fixed, but maybe y'all just need to be cautious about making another baby if you don't want one. Um, let's see here. And then the third and final time is going to be February 26th. And this is also good because I want to say, oh, okay. She goes direct on the 29th. She goes direct on your birthday. Oh my gosh, Jenny, this is an opportune time for you to turn some stuff around. Okay. But it's going to be through energy. It's going to be through ritual. It's going to be through visualization and really stepping into, working with the law of attraction, vibration, manifestation, all of that. I also think that, with her happening in your seventh house, it's going to be something about you and your husband. Y'all are going to be really, I don't know if it's going to be like a renewal of the relationship or working things out. Y'all are still essentially newlyweds. I don't remember how long you were with them before you got married, but you haven't been married that long. And so I think that there's going to be some maybe renewals, renegotiations, or something like that. Topic of relationships is going to really be coming out, maybe bringing more balance into the relationship, however that looks for you all. Also, I think that you getting support, having a support system, putting a support system into place. And I think that it would be so fascinating to me to know, it seems like you're going to school for something. That's it. You are going to school for something. I think it could work out. Seem like it's something technical and sciencey too. I'm sorry, I can't remember everything, but I think that that's going to start really coming around for you. I was going to say, are you supposed to be doing healing work? But I think that it'll be whatever you've been going to school for, that's going to be panning out for you, or something is going to be put into place and it will unfold maybe within the next 15 to 18 months for you. So this Venus retrograde is going to be really, really good. Now, other things that I think is important for you is to make sure that you um, live according to the moon, because you are a Cancerian. And so, like, doing deep dives into understanding lunar astrology, I think that that would be really good for you. There's this deck. I don't really know. Hay House is not my favorite company. I'm going to be honest with you, but I've seen one lady use that Moonology deck, and that's a good one if you don't have it already. Of course, I talk about the moon. I have moon courses. I'm getting deeper and deeper into the moon myself. Um, I think that's important. I also think doing hypnosis is good for you, and using subliminals. And I mean, you are an Aquarius, and you have this energy of this internal energy. So NLP, doing all of that, working through using those tools, meditation, mindfulness, these are all important for you. You want shifts to happen in your life, it will be through spirituality. Also, going back to Saturn, through discipline and routines. Now, you don't want to be overly disciplined, but if you feel like you lack structure and routines, that will bring um that will help you to feel more successful, to be more successful. Also chanting, because the energy that spoke is Sakard. Sakard is also about planning. So for you, planning is important and sticking with the plan. So I don't know how that works with you. You know, like I said, you got this moon that has extreme highs and lows, and it's close to Uranus. Yeah, maybe you do struggle with sticking to routines. You may want to get a coach. That's something else that could help you. I do coach. So if you need a coach, I'm here for you. Um, but those are some of the remedies that I thought would be really, really good for you. Okay. Now, I want to pull one of these. I have this new Oracle deck. Oh, hold on. I wanted to look at this is your solar return. Okay. So solar return, this is for this year, is about having a new philosophy and a new paradigm. Maybe, it seems like you are in school, you've been in school, maybe you got your degree. I don't know, but it does speak to education over this last year since your birthday. But also definitely about having a this is related to you have working on your paradigm, your world paradigm. Um, maybe doing deeper dives into spirituality, being more creative, because Pisces is a very creative sign. But there is this energy that actually has matched the Cancerians um, since y'all had the eclipses, which is it's work-life balance, just bringing your life more into balance and focusing on your health and well-being. And so, yeah, I think it's important. Yeah, this chart definitely indicates the need for um, hypnosis and potentially moving past self-sabotage. And on the day of your birthday, uh, your sun was conjunct Jupiter. That's like amazing and epic. But it's in the 12th house in this chart, which means that it just could have exacerbated. It could have set off like, a spiritual awakening. It could have messed up your sleep. It could have brought up like issues of self-sabotage. Um, and but yeah, but it's all coming up for you to actually do something about. And again, I'm really curious, it did something happen when you were a girl while you were in your mom's womb, that you may have something subconscious going on. um I need to look at where you're headed because it's so close to your birthday. Okay, now this one is definitely mm, yeah, this year. So what I was talking about is work-life balance and focusing on your health and well-being. And, it's going to get a little bit better for the Cancerians because of where the eclipses are moving. Um, something that's way more goal oriented. I think there's going to be some new beginning. I know you've already moved. Let me see here. It could have something to do with, oh, this is nice, Jenny. You're going to have Mars in Capricorn. In this is your solar return chart, which is a birthday chart. So this might be something about new beginnings with career. It could be relationship too, but Yeah, it's your life is going in a new direction. It's like you're getting ready to change. And I see it in terms of, I don't know if it's going to be career, something with the partner, something with your spouse. It could be that you're going to start um your new career also. And I sort of do feel it's largely career related because like every planet is above the horizon. So that speaks to career. And then you have the career planet here in the let me see here. You're 40. You're gonna be in the seventh. Oh yeah. Seventh house year. Maybe something will take off with your spouse, your husband, where whatever new thing is happening with him, it will create a focus for you. But it's very positive. It's a lot of supportive energy, though your eighth house is still got quite a bit going on, mm, with yeah, with the sun and Saturn being there, and Uranus is square your sun. And so I don't know if it's going to be some highs and lows or radical changes. I think whatever you see, it's going to be about, it's faded. It's what's supposed to be happening for you. Yeah. And yeah, I think you're going to be very goal oriented. So yeah, Jupiter is in the ninth house. Um, I see this as positive, though. You probably are used to changes happening, so definitely with grace and ease. I would just every day with grace and ease, whatever y'all asking us to do, just let it be gentle. Gentle change, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's oh, okay. You're gonna be making some changes, Jenny. Um, I know I profit and benefit when people get readings, but I'm telling you, you are in a year where you need to get as many readings as you can to keep up with it. And the more I look at your chart, then I can look at other things. Like I think it would be good for you to um, get a to find out about these lunar return charts, which kind of give you like a month by month play. But if you do your readings I think you need to do them every day. You need to do a reading for the month, maybe do a reading for the week, and then every day ask for wisdom for your day. Oh, where is it? That was one of the things I had said, to manage your energy and to keep it from just like the universe from just sending it through so crazy. I uploaded into the inner circle the moon phases planner. So if you're not already using that, I encourage you to use that. You can use it every day. You pull cards for yourself each week. Journaling, I think, is going to be key for you. Honestly, I think you need to get a coach of some sort. If not a coach, somebody who supports you. Uh, yeah. Okay, your progress moon is in Gemini, and yeah, you just always have this eighth house energy, and your progress sun is in Pisces. Huh, that might be kind of good. You're a progressed Leo. Let me see here. Your moon about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something significant happened. Maybe it was the marriage and the baby. So yeah, I honestly think you're still adjusting to your new life, Jenny. Just something in me feels that way. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I'm gonna leave the charts up, but I have this new Oracle deck. It's based on with well, it's called Beyond Lemuria. Okay. And so I'm just going to tell you. Interesting. Now I'll have to read a little bit to you, just because I just got this deck a few days ago. But I love this. I love this. It's so interesting for you. You know what? I'm just going to go on ahead and stop the share. Okay. Okay. Interesting, because you have so much air energy. Paradigm shift. Look at that. Paradigm shift. Let's see what this says. An innovative way of existing. New, these are the key words: new earth energies, inspiring others, fresh air, flying higher than you have before, more expansive perspectives, just like I was talking about. Your paradigm is shifting or something, consciousness shift. We're in a great time of change, and the speed of evolution is increasing exponentially. With our advancing technology and ability to communicate, more knowledge and power are available to us as individuals than we've had for centuries. There are more platforms where we can share information. We have the ability to connect with the tribes who are making a difference, to connect with a web of change where our lights unite and increase. And I do think that that's very important for you, is connecting with your vibe tribe even more. Like I talked about, you being a part of the inner circle and any other kind of tribe, groups that have the same interest as you. We can engage many tools as we build energetic sovereignty and create pockets where we can choose to make big changes in our communities. We can inspire others, connect the dots, and receive and share knowledge and tools needed for transformation. As we wake up, we can't help but awaken those around us. As it may start with an inquiry on what this fresh, new, long awaited breath is all about. An expansive being holds a tiny hearted shaped seedling. When the foundations we build on come from a place of love over fear, we will see huge positive changes in the world. We can start within ourselves. That might be something that, I don't really know what's going on, but it goes back to me saying you really need to be doing work for you more than anything. Before you channel something out to somebody else, give it to yourself. Self-healing, taking good care of yourself is very important. Communication, sharing themes, communication, sharing wisdom, the breath of life, movement, faith, winged helpers. I told you, maybe it needs to be some non-physical help too. Intention, inspiration, and change. So that's what I have for you from that particular oracle. Let's pull one more. I think that this is important for me to pull this card for you because you're just being too hard on yourself. Even if you're at fault, you're just being way too hard on yourself, mama. The darkness doesn't steal the light. It shines regardless. The darkness doesn't steal the light. It shines regardless. I think that I will just let you and all your infinite wisdom as a wise woman interpret that for yourself. Because to me, it says it all. Yeah, baby. Okay. So love you. Thank you so much as always for choosing me to be your diviner and being a part of the inner circle. I just really appreciate you. And let me know, do you have any questions? And yeah, reach out to me if you need to just kind of like vent or something like that. And like I said, reach out to our priestess circles and let us know how we can support you. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Jenny. And yeah, we'll connect soon. Peace and love.